Hey, what's up, world? I'm Ralph Sutton, and welcome to LoudPac.com, where you get indie music news, tools, tech reviews, and all kinds of other stuff that will help you, the indie music professional. Hey, what's up, y'all? Today we're talking with Raul Resendez of Focusrite. He's a field training rep and product specialist, and we're going to talk about the 2802, which is the Focusrite digital audio workstation control surface, and it's also an analog console. It gives you a really big studio sound and the ability to control your workstation. What's up, man?
How's it going? Thanks for having us.
So, with LoudPac, we're an indie music show, man, and we want to help all the indies be able to make the best music that they possibly can. So with the Control 2802, Raul, what are some of the features that you really dig about it?
If you look at it, it's a small format console, but it has a big studio sound.
Right.
And what I mean by that is that this is a 100% analog board through and through. So that's the main feature.
What interfaces do you guys suggest that a person uses with it?
We have the flagship Liquid Sapphire 56. We also have the Sapphire Firewire range.
Right.
So whatever platform fits you best, whether it's USB, Firewire, we think that's a great way to go. But it works with any interfaces as well. Other features are that it has a dual layer technology, and all that means is, with the press, I'm controlling my 8 analog inputs, but by the press of a button, I can now turn this board to control Pro Tools or Logic or Cubase in Windows. So I love that it's very flexible in that sense. It's not just one thing.
For us here at the House of Blues, we find ourselves pretty much doing everything in the box, and one of the challenges is to come up with a way to incorporate more of the form and functionality of the 2802 into our processes in our production. So
this board has many faces. It's an analog board, like I just mentioned. It's a dual layered technology with DAW controls. This also has summing, which is a great thing. So this is a great way to merge mixing in the box and then out of the box. So for example, you want to check a mix. Well, you're hearing that coming out of your Pro Tools setup, which is fine.
Right.
But the moment you wire this into the 2802, you're now going into an analog domain, and you'll find that your mixes will be punchier and much more wider because it's being summed through this board.
Where did the name 2802 come from? What the fuck does that mean?
That's a great question. Well, 2802, it means that it has 28 inputs and 2 outputs. When you separate all the features, you're going to pay well, if not double, what this costs currently. So we really like that. Well, you mentioned EQ, and this is a new hybrid type of board. There is no actual onboard EQ as far as on the knobs like we are more used to. So what we did is we bundled the Forte suite and the Midnight plugin suite. So when you purchase this, you do get that. And the reason we decided to do that is because you get a lot of inputs, 28 ends, technically up to 32 if you use the returns. But so a lot of these knobs allow you to control the volume of all those stems coming into this board. So again, it's a new hybrid way of merging old school, new school, in the box and out of the box. And mind you, we find this to be a great workflow.
Yeah, a lot of form and functionality.
Yes. In addition, you know that there's onboard VCA compression, which is...
Yeah, let's talk about that
and
too.
It sounds amazing. The 2802 has a great onboard compressor. It's VCA compression. And the cool thing is, if you were to look at the back view of this, is that it's patchable, meaning you can grab some patch cables, 1/4 inch, and go into maybe mic pre number 3. So if you have a vocal coming in, you can actually apply a really great sounding compressor to that. So the compressor on this is really great, and it sounds really great too. So.
What are some of the other features that you really dig about the console?
Solo in place, which is a
big
feature,
boy console,
big boy console
small,
feature. It's great for tuning vocals. That's a feature usually found on consoles costing 5 times as much. Another great feature I want to bring up is this OLED display, which is DAW control. This is great for guys that want to get their hands on controlling their EQs or compressor or any plugins that they may be using. It's right in front of you, hands distanced away. That way you're mixing with your ears, not with your eyes. And on top here we have LED meters. So that's, you can easily keep your eye on your input levels, your gain reduction for your compressor. So there's a lot of great features on here that, again, will not interrupt your workflow. In fact, it will enhance your workflow if you do a lot of recording and mixing.
You know, one of the exciting things about having this in the small room here at the House of Blues Recording Studios in Encino, we've had this a few weeks now, and we still have not gotten deep into all the form, functionality, and feature richness of this console. And obviously I'm mixing in here and I'm using this as my mixing console. So with some of the universal audio stuff, I have the ability to stay right here, look at my screen, do my thing.
Absolutely. The 2802 by Focusrite is definitely a great product that fits that professional. In this day and age, it's great to have a high quality that still has features that the big boys have. But in addition, you can also automate analog. So
talk about that.
Yeah, so it's great. You do have to enable MIDI tracks in your DAW, and all you have to do is simply double click and engage a node, just one of those automation nodes, and wherever you left the fader, that node will recall that. So it's simple to say, hey, this singer was at this level here, and I want to take a break, or we have sessions in between, we come back to that session, I simply recall that with the MIDI tracks, making sure that it plays through those nodes, and sure enough, this will recall back. So you actually have analog recall. That feature is great as well. A lot of hidden nooks and crannies in here that we feel a lot of engineers and producers will really dig.
I think that all the engineers and producers and indie music professionals out there that are following LoudPac have a really good rough idea of the form, functionality, power of the Focusrite Control 2802. It's certainly a great asset for us and what we do.
Yeah, and if your viewers want to find out more information, just have them log on to Focusrite.com, and you'll see the 2802 page there, and there's video tutorials, setup diagrams. This is a great board that has many hats, but nonetheless, the musician or engineer is in the front seat the whole time. So, yeah, again, thanks for having us on board. We're looking forward to do some more videos with you guys. We released bunch of new products this year. And again, about the 2802, for more information, your viewers, you could definitely log on to Focusrite.com, and you'll see the console page on this. Again, for the musician, engineer, looking for high quality, high channel count, summing, in the box, out of the box, we think the 2802 is a great solution for that. And again, thank you for having us.
When you come to LoudPac.com, whoever has the best comment, I got some free stuff for you. So be sure to go to LoudPac.com. Click the link. Later.